Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Andrew, C Brothers Gaming here, bringing you another edition of SimCity 3000. So, today's Monday, and hopefully you guys know what that means. Means it's Mondays with my man Matt here. Matt, how we doing?
Andrew, I'm doing well. I've been looking forward to this, and can't believe it's been a whole week.
It's been a whole
since
week.
We've played this. It's kind of hard to believe. Time flies. But
Yeah, it definitely
here
does.
we are. It is Monday, and that means that we're playing a little SimCity 3000.
Little SimCity 3000. Yeah, I've been looking forward to making this video here today.
Absolutely.
So why don't you take over the wheel here and go ahead and get her started.
All right then. So basically, as you can see, we've laid out our zones in a. Let's be honest, it's not a picture perfect, but this game really is always about that. Often it's about what works, Andrew, what's functional, and like you said in the last video, we're going miniature map because this is we're in unexplored. We haven't played this game in a long time.
Been a while.
And as we mentioned, and we encourage this, I know on your other videos you do this too. We want your feedback.
Oh yeah.
Anybody watching this, if we're doing something that you're watching this and you're saying, what are these guys doing? We want criticism. We want it. Because we want to improve what we're doing for you guys that are watching. We want to put a good product out.
There you go.
Our number one goal is to entertain, of course, but
entertain.
We want to play well. So
yeah, and we want to do it right, and we want to, teach and train and develop and
learn from other people.
And
if
learn
anybody else
from other people.
watches this.
Why don't you go ahead and give it a run?
Let's get it going. What do you think? 2 or 3?
Let's do 3.
Ooh, you're feeling dangerous.
I like
here
3.
today,
Yeah, I like 3 because I mean, if we build too much too quick, what's going to happen is we're going to basically run out of demand. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. You really don't. It's tempting for new players. Ooh, the population is going to keep going up and up. Let's keep zoning. But you got to keep in mind, you don't want to zone too much because the worst thing you can have is empty zones. You don't want empty zones because then the demand, like right now, you look at our RCI indicator. There's not people leaving, but they're not exactly banging down the door to come to see Brotherville. Now we're really exploding in population. We're up to 2,200, which is fantastic.
Wow, that's really good.
So,
what do you think is the cause of that?
Well, we've got plenty of industrial. Sims need to work in industrial. And we also have, you don't need too much commercial in the beginning.
Okay, explain.
Well, in the beginning, when your city's very small, there's really not a huge demand because the residential is where they live.
Okay.
The industrial is where they work.
Gotcha.
And theoretically, the commercial is where they do stuff.
Commercial things.
Correct. Going to stores or whatnot. So if I go on the query here, and I click in on this here, you will see this is a motel. Construction.
The relax motel.
Yeah, I don't know if you're necessarily going to relax there, but hey, that's what's happening.
Hey, maybe you live in the residential zone over to the right, and you work a 12-hour day at the industrial zone on your left, and on your way home, you get too sleepy to make those 2 blocks.
It is a long drive in our town here so far, and there's no buses or anything. Now, I want to show something else, too, for people here.
What is that? I was going to ask you about that.
This is abandoned.
Abandoned, okay.
And what happens, if you'll see on the...
Low demand for...
Yes, it's because... Our residential demand is pretty much 0. That's not necessarily a bad thing, Andrew, because you necessarily don't want uncontrolled growth.
Right.
You don't want the population getting too large too quickly, because then you can't keep up, and that's not really what you want to do.
Gotcha.
So when you see something abandoned, look, it's abandoned right now. That's just how it is. It's not going to stay that way. It'll change. So my question for you now is, Andrew, what would you like to do as far as there really is not much demand for anything?
Not much going on, yeah. Oh, so they demolished it.
Right, because you can see
so there's a little bit of demand down here.
There's a little life there in the demand. Right?
So this RCI, this is what you were talking about. This is the residential, commercial, and industrial.
That's correct. Yeah,
okay.
That's correct. Yeah, that's pretty much the, I guess you would say, like in medical jargon, that's your blood pressure, your pulse, things like that. It's basically taking, metaphorically speaking, it's taking a temperature of your city.
So our residential demand is pretty high. Do you want to put some zones in there?
I think it's high time that we.
Okay, yeah. What are you gonna do here, man? Are you gonna do light?
I'm gonna do some medium.
Medium, I like
but
that.
I don't want to do too much medium.
Okay.
Now the key thing here is these zones, these squares.
I think we left that open for something, right?
We did, yes, for a school and a hospital, I believe. So what
Okay.
I'm going to do is I'm going to build it over here. I don't want to go too far across the street.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is just maybe 8 squares for now.
8 squares, okay.
Yeah, and what happens is that, as you see, it's growing already.
Nice.
Now, because these are filled,
Mm-hmm.
okay, power resonates. Okay, now here's a good thing coming up on the prompt here. This is similar to the cable news channels, Andrew. You see the prompt at the bottom. Okay,
Yeah,
so we're going to pause here.
All right.
Let's read this and see what it has to say. Okay, we don't have any schools. Now, we don't want a town filled with kids that are dum-dums, Andrew.
Well, it says that it's time you built a school or two. Without schools, no Sims will want to live here for very long. So what that tells me is that if we don't build a school, then our population is going to stagnate.
It's going to stagnate. That's absolutely the right word. So let's do that. Now, you already put land for that, which was very
we
good on your part. So now, would you like to put it here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Drop it down.
I was thinking about maybe over there.
Do that too, whatever you want.
Okay, let's do it right here. Okay.
All right. School's in. School is in session.
School is in session, yes, absolutely.
Right.
And I'm sure the kids who live in Sea Brotherville are delighted, Andrew.
I bet they are.
Probably some of them are.
Yeah,
you know,
get to go to school.
Right? The world we're in right now, I think.
Go ahead and click on the school. What does that tell us?
Okay, so basically it's going to tell us that roughly how many desks is the maximum student capacity.
Okay.
Okay, so according to this little prompt here, we have 702 students. So we're looking pretty strong as far as now we have up to that school will last us 3,000.
Oh, okay.
So once we approach 3,000 students,
then we'll need another school.
Yes, correct. That advisor is going to pop up again. He's going to say, "Hey, we need another school." So right now we're looking strong.
Okay.
That school is that's why it's also telling us that the kids there are doing well. So it says right on here, investment in education, because there's hardly any students.
Okay.
Considering.
Now we still have some demand for residential.
We do.
What do you think you want to do here? Should we fill some more? Here, let's do this. Let me jump in here if you don't mind. I'm sorry.
Absolutely. No, take the controls.
I would love to
I'm
do
liking
this.
that. Yes, absolutely.
And
lessens the traffic.
What I want to do is we'll stick with medium because I like medium.
Sure.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna bring this here, and I'm gonna zone this.
Okay.
And why I'm doing that, I'm gonna leave this blank for like a firehouse or something.
Yes, we're eventually gonna need a police station.
Yeah, because the residential seems pretty high. I think we can support some more people. So that's why I kind of did what I need to do there. It looks like our motel is abandoned.
Yeah, motels. No one's relaxing there, Andrew.
Nobody did relax. Poor transportation to the other zones. That's why it was abandoned.
Yeah, in the beginning you only have roads. You don't have bus stops. Quite honestly.
What's our budget look like? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
interrupt. No, it's okay. Let's pause it here, as you like to do, and I like to do that too. So let's take a gander here. So we're making money.
Okay, $432 a year.
Not much, but our expenses are pretty low too. But keep in mind, Andrew, we still don't have a police station.
Right.
We still don't have a fire station, nor do we have a hospital.
Okay.
So those things are going to add up pretty quick.
Gotcha.
So for now, we're in the black right now.
Yeah.
So that's great, because in the beginning is when you really average money, because you're building infrastructure.
Right, makes sense.
And with no people, you have no income.
Okay, yeah.
So let's
run it.
Start it again and see how this is quickly developing. So that's a good move on your part.
I felt like we needed to do something there.
I think my next inclination is to build a little bit of industrial.
Okay, and where are we going with that?
I stick with light in the beginning, just because I feel that you don't want it to get away from you, like I said last video. So let's go here.
Okay. No, we don't need to leave any spaces open there, right?
No. Just trying to be careful with this mouse here, Andrew. You recall some of my adventures with this optical mouse, and you don't want zones or roads to nowhere. We're on a budget, man.
Anything that we do, we can fix, so it's
okay. Very true.
Looks like the motel is back up and running. Okay, so
back up and running. Yeah,
looks
the
like
demand was there. Yeah.
Kitties want answers and possible kitty kibble shortage.
Well, Andrew, I know you have cats. So
I do have 2 kitties.
Yeah, you don't want any kibble shortage.
We don't want any kids. Hey, so look, we're up to about 4,000.
Yeah, we're looking strong population-wise. We're doing great.
All right, excellent. So what's our next step here? What kind of steps do we need to take? What's our goal for population?
Let's check. Let me pause again.
Okay.
And I'm gonna check our water.
The water lines. Okay, I think we laid out some
yeah.
pretty good foundation.
Yeah, we're looking great actually here. Okay, I just wanted to check because we did more roads and we did more zoning. So
yeah, I think we did that in the first
I'm going to do a
episode.
little more. Yeah, we did last episode. I'm going to do a
Okay,
little
gotcha.
more commercial. Commercial is very
A little more
limited in the
commercial,
beginning, but
okay.
just a little more.
Just a little bit more there. Just a couple.
Let's do that.
All
Yeah,
right, yeah, run it.
commercial is very finicky in the beginning, like I said.
So my thoughts here are if
Yes.
I don't think we need to pause it really. I
Okay.
think we're in 1901. We have a very small city.
We do.
I think that what we will be able to do is kind of build along the way as we go,
I
so
think
that
so.
the years will progress and we'll develop more technologies and more things. Now, if we build slower, in the time goes. So if we only do like 1 or 2 zones per year, we're not going to let it get away from us.
True.
And then at the same time, we're going to be able to advance and move forward with things.
We want slow and steady growth in the beginning because we don't want it to get away
money.
from us.
Yeah.
We did. Yay! You know what? That's tough in the beginning. People will play this
The
game.
residential looks like we might be able to do a little more.
I think yes. Let's do that. So you know what? Instead of the medium, let's go to the light.
Okay.
And
where do you want to put
let's
this?
See. Let's try over here.
So we need a hospital and a fire station still, right?
Yes,
or and
a
police station.
So let's do
Gotcha.
just a little bit of residential here.
Okay.
Now the next thing we're going to do is they're saying fire, so let's do
They're
that first.
really demanding
They
residential.
Are. Well, you know, yes they are, but we'll do the fire station first. Now the key is we want it in these miniature maps. It's going to cover mostly everything.
Oh, okay.
So we want to be able to be near the power plant.
Gotcha.
We don't want the coal plant to explode. Now we also need it to be near the population. So where are you thinking as far as?
How about right across from the commercial district?
I'm thinking right here.
That sounds good. I like it.
And it's done.
Cool. So the fire station's up. So now, how can we check the coverage on that to make sure
That's
that
a
we're?
good question. So I'm not going to pause it because you said we don't need to do that. So
yeah, no, because if you click on the budget and stuff, it pauses for you anyway.
It does. So we're going to go to view data.
Okay.
Now, this is a whole wide range of all sorts of information. So here's the police station. We don't have one yet.
Okay, so there's some crime going on. So
people are doing crime, Andrew. There's no
doing the crime.
That's right.
Okay.
So we want to check flammability.
Flammability. Okay. And
As you can
we missed the
see,
coal plant.
We did. But
Shucks.
you know what?
Are we able to? Well, we could probably just keep it, honestly.
You know, I think it's fine, to be honest.
And
we could always build another one in the future.
Well, they can dispatch, right?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can do that. You can go to.
Gotcha.
I believe it's somewhere right here.
Emergency, and then you dispatch it. Okay. So what's going on with our hotel there?
That's a good question. So let's go to the query here.
I'm kind of. So now
changed to the
market. Okay.
Now they're saying that the budget is only adequate.
Yeah.
Because it's missing.
It's missing the coal plant. Okay, that makes sense.
Right. But it's not terribly missing it.
So it looks like. Yeah, no, it's not terribly missing it. So it looks like our industrial demand is pretty high, and the residential people are moving away.
People are moving away.
So we need
they
jobs.
Need more jobs, absolutely.
So let's
do more industrial.
Let's get them jobs, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I agree. So now, do you want to build a road here to this neighbor? Are you seeing that? Or okay, so let's leave that open. So let's build a little more industrial here. Okay, now we're being offered a haunted house, Andrew.
So what does that do exactly?
You know, it's difficult to say, but we're going to ask the advisor.
All right.
So he's saying sim kids will be a bit unruly, but it will focus their attention. I say accept by all means. So you know what, Andrew? Let's go with what our guy is saying here.
All right. Can we? Let's see. So we can accept it.
Yes, we want to accept it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Very good. Okay, so also we need
what
parts.
What else we got going on
here? So let's, you know what, I am going to pause this just very briefly.
Yeah,
so
you
catch our breath here.
Take your time, man.
This is basically advisors saying that taxes are too high. And you're going to see that, so we're going to dismiss him.
Dismiss.
We need more parts, so we'll do that too.
We'll just, dismiss him, but we can probably put another part.
Yeah, absolutely. Now also, we're being offered a house.
Oh, okay.
So let's so first we're going to do the haunted house. Now what we do for that, we go into buildings. And we have rewards. So we have two rewards here. Let's build the mayor's house first.
Yeah, where do you want to put that?
That's a good question.
Our population dropped a lot.
Yeah, well it did. Yeah, that's going to happen. So let's build it somewhere close to the residential, but not taking too much away. So let's build it right along here.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I like it too. Right on the river there.
Beautiful, beautiful.
So now let's run it because I think it's okay.
Yeah.
So let's do the haunted house as well.
Where do you want to put that?
That's a good question. Let's see.
I don't want to put it in the residential. What about down by the industrial?
I think somewhere near commercial or the industrial. So I'm thinking, let's put it right. What do you think about right there, Andrew?
Sure. I mean, if you like it.
Right near the firehouse.
Right near the firehouse, in case they catch fire.
Exactly. Okay. So now let's check on the mayor's house. See what he's got going. See, number of eggs. That means people.
Let's rename that.
Absolutely. What do you want to call it? This is up to,
well, you're gonna leave this to me, huh?
Alright. Indeed. Yeah. I like it. I like it.
What do you think?
Yes, it's very, very modern. Very good.
Casa de Si, brother.
All right. So now as we're moving along here.
Some things got destroyed.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. So they take
yeah,
that.
You know
wow, we lost a lot of people.
We did. We're losing people. So. And
that's okay. They'll come back.
They will. They will absolutely come back.
We have zone for them, right?
We do. You know, there's a little bit of demand for the residential.
Cool.
But
so we're going into 1903 here. So what are your goals and objectives here for 1903?
Honestly, to really just keep doing what we're doing.
Residential's up.
It is. So
it's pretty high.
Let's do that. You want to do light or medium?
Do you decide, man?
All right. Let's go with medium, and let's fill in here. We're going to leave that for the hospital. We still need the police station eventually, too, so we'll have to keep that in mind. And you know what I'm thinking? Let's build this across the street from other residential. Okay, so now we got some nice medium residential. I think people are going to move in, Andrew. I believe that.
Okay. Yeah,
the
demand looks
a little bit more.
Really high.
You know what else we should do?
Yes.
They said we need some parks.
Oh, we do need parks. Okay.
Yes, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm thinking a large park.
A large park?
I am, yes. It's $1,000, but you know what?
Seems like
people need green space, you know what I mean? So let's do that. Let's do it right here.
Okay.
Okay, we can also rename that too.
Can we?
Yes, we can. So look at, that's a cool name, don't get me wrong.
That's pretty cool.
I'm going to call it something else.
All right, let's see.
So let's call it, do the honors here.
Oh, I thought you were going to get in it.
Oh, all right. let's call it Sea Brother Memorial Park, Andrew. What do you think?
I'm feeling it.
Yeah, it gives a very sense of tradition and whatnot, even though it was just built.
You know what else I'm digging?
What's that?
I'm digging that residential demand.
Yes, let's do that as well. You are right on the money, my friend. So where are you thinking for our next spot for people to live?
How about across the street from the mayor's house?
I like it.
We can probably fill in. What do you think? Maybe like, how about 6x4? 24 squares?
Works for me. Yeah, absolutely. Let's do that. And
so we got 12, and then do another 12.
How about any right next to the mayor?
Whatever you think, man. I mean, I just see the demand's really high.
It is. It's filling up rather quickly.
We need to get some people moved in.
People. Let's also do this here as well. Okay, so that's looking pretty strong. I'm thinking the time may come for jobs, yes. So let's build a little more industrial.
We could probably fill that out.
Absolutely. I say fill out most of this.
Sure.
So right across like that.
Great.
Beautiful.
That'll get
now I think one last thing.
We can probably fill the rest of it, honestly.
Okay, let's do that. You're right.
Because the demand just went up again, so.
Okay.
People need places to work and so forth.
Now we have no hospitals and we have no police stations, but they're telling us a hospital. So
okay. Should we build a hospital before we wrap up?
Yeah, I think so. Let's build a hospital.
Where do you want to put that?
Well, I think you already set a space for it. It doesn't matter. There's no radius or anything like that. It's similar to the school.
Okay.
It's based on population.
Just
so I
wherever.
think right there.
Sure. Put it in.
Ah, that looks fantastic.
Hospital.
Absolutely. I'm liking it. So I think for the future, we can think about where we want to build a police station.
Okay. I'm thinking probably across the street from the flea market.
Okay. So you know what? Let's do it before we wrap up. Why not?
Okay.
So I'm thinking right
next to the firehouse?
Or next to the fire, right here, you think?
Yeah.
All right. I think that's looking pretty strong, Andrew.
Cool. So now people are going to probably move in more.
Yes, they're going to feel safer. There's a hospital. You know, let's do a query on the hospital. I'll show you what I mean here. You see that already three. Yeah, that's the beds is the same as desks for schools.
Okay.
So patients, we've already got 374. So once we approach 1,500, then we're going to be told.
Gotcha.
that we need to another one.
Okay.
So, Andrew, what do you think, man? You think we're
Yeah. Well, yeah. Why don't we go ahead and wrap it up here? We're about
okay.
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
20
I think
minutes deep.
that's strong. Yeah.
So we're looking at 6,200 population. Let's take a look at our budget
Absolutely.
real quick before we finish everything. So with
We are in the black,
with everything that we added, all the buildings, we're still about even, which is great because then we can go ahead and we can build more zones, and we will be able to generate more income that way. So
absolutely,
really looking forward to doing that. So Matt, it was a pleasure.
Andrew, I enjoyed this game
making this video with you here.
It's moving along, man.
We are making a lot of progress. I think we started around 1,200 people, and now we're at 6,000. So 20 minutes, we have 5,000 people. It's pretty cool.
That's quite a concept.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe down below. Click on that Baby Yoda, that guy right there, and then you click on him, and just help us out, help the channel.
You know the drill.
Oh yeah. And
feel
then
free to.
We got
say whatever.
another playlist here. I'll go ahead and I'll put that up for you as well. We got some Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic too.
Andrew, I've been loving that. I've been watching KOTOR too.
Yeah, I got some new ones coming your way this week, so get ready for that. And we will see you guys next time.
Take care.